I'm sure people would love to see that. Gesla will be with us in just a moment.
Are we supposed to light a candle during some?
Yes, he encouraged us to bring a lit candle. So I have one. I saw a couple of people had candles. So I didn't realize when we heard about this and decided to join in that the timing was chosen to commemorate the fact that it's been a year since the first case of COVID was discovered in this country. So that's something to think about, that we've lived with this for a year now.
So Geshe is here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good evening. Oh, very good. Oh, thank you very much for coming here. And I believe there's a lot of people, not just our group, there are a lot of people also praying for those who are already passed away because of the coronavirus. So we'll pray for their higher rebirth. May they be able to achieve the higher rebirth. And not just that, and also met practice that teach the importance of loving kindness, compassion, respect, cares, in very young age, and met perfectly qualified teacher who can teach them importance of love and kindness and compassion. So the merit that we are going to create by praying for their high rebirth and ultimately their liberation and their full enlightenment. Any merit that we created for doing this prayer and dedicating that for the well-being of those who are already passed away. So that merit also has contributed to better world. Better world means like world that better world, a world that embrace the teaching of loving kindness, compassion, and importance of respect to one another and showing care to one another. So these are the things is very important nowadays because now, like since this virus happens almost now more than years ago, and so much life has been destroyed. That people losing their job, a lot of the fear or anxiety, uncertainties, so much stress has been developed based on the situations. So not just prayer for all the deceased people, but prayer for everyone whose life has been dramatically impacted, negatively impacted by this virus. Okay, and thank you so much for joining with us. And there's many more people, I think, probably doing the prayer this time, so many other groups. So the power of the collective dedications for this, these issues will definitely benefit them. Okay. So what we do, so typically in the Tibetan society, if somebody dies, so typically or traditionally what we do is like we get together and we recite Mani Mantra. So that's what we're going to do tonight. And followed by like Shantideva's dedications, then we dedicate, okay? So then as I said before, so some of you already know the benefit of reciting Mani Mantra. So explained by one of the Tibetan Dharma king, who wrote like 1,000-page long commentary on the benefit of reciting Mani Mantra. So most of you are aware because I already shared with you many times. So keep that in your mind, reciting Mani Mantra. As I said before, so like every hair on the four-legged animal on this planet can be counted one by one, but the merit by reciting Mani Mantra cannot be counted. So that much merit. So the merit has power. So when we dedicate means when the way we invest the merit for, so that will help. Okay. Thank you so much. And I really appreciate from the bottom of my heart and each and every one of you coming here and praying for all those who lost their life and some still people who are struggling with the disease, so, and there's all kinds of problems. Family not able to be there for each other, not able to visit them, all kinds of people losing their job, and like so much stress, spending so much time together, it never happened before. And so then, then according to Shanti, there was prayer. So may every medicine, particularly the vaccine that we are able to get, become as powerful. Every medicine that we take become powerful and very effective for the disease. That's what Shantideva was praising. Then every mantra that we recite becomes something powerful. Then every medicine, including the vaccines that people take to overcome from the disease to become more effective, 100% effective. Okay, that's according to Shantideva dedicated prayer. That's what Shantideva prayer for, that the medicine become more effective. All right, and thank you very much for tuning in. So Samula will lead the prayers. So we recite, keep the keep in mind the benefit of reciting Mani Mantra. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Alhamdulillah.
Geshe-la, should we start with the refuge and bodhicitta prayer, or?
Yes, yes. Refuge Buddhist prayer for immeasurable, then followed by like 7 limb. Then, like recite Mani Mantra, maybe chant together 21 times, then silently recite rest of the mala.
Okay.
Or maybe like 3 malas would be good, three malas, 3 round of mala. This is very important. It's very important.
So start with the refuge prayer 3 times.
English, and all in English, yeah.
Yes. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merits I create through listening to the Dharma,
Yeah.
I'm a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merits I create through listening to the Dharma, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merits I create through listening to the Dharma, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Now the 4 immeasurables. So let's say this 3 times so we can meditate on the meaning. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. So you'll have to wait a moment. I have to find the 7 limb prayer. Let's see, it's Wednesday night.
Ramala, you can, it's okay if you cannot follow that. So, okay.
Oh, I found it, Geshe-la. Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind. I present clouds of every type of offering, actual and imagined. I declare all my negative actions accumulated since beginningless time and rejoice in the merit of all holy and ordinary beings. Please remain until the end of cyclic existence and turn the wheel of Dharma for living beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of all others to the great enlightenment.
Now, Ramala, bring back the screen, please. So, Geshe-la Sangre, I will chant. So, that, of course, Ramala will join. Is there Chukila here or not?
No.
So you can meditate, okay, you can meditate. You don't need to, you can, you are welcome to, join, but you can meditate. So first, somewhere me and Amula will chant refuge and Buddhist prayer. You can think about your own future enlightenment, okay? You can meditate on your own future enlightenment, and also you can meditate on the quality of enlightenment beings, the body, spirit, and mind. You can meditate, okay? So then you can also meditate on the importance of altruistic attitude. Okay, altruistic attitude while we are chant the refuge Buddhist prayer. So these are the meditation you can do. All right. So the Sanjay
도 gerçek çünkü soktu. So now, so now mandala offerings. So please visualize that all the goodness that as in all the goodness they are in the desire realms, such as shape, color, form, smell, tactile, taste, all of that. Okay, all the goodness within the desire realms. So then visualize that your offerings from bottom of your heart, deep down from your heart, in order to benefit all these people who are pass away because of this virus, and the people who are still struggling with the disease. Then on top of that, all the people who are not impacted by disease but still going through so much stress. So then think of all of them, to eliminate the disease. All the medicine become very effective. So, then like many people are able to find a job and able to liberate themselves from the fear and anxiety, stress, all of that. Okay, so visualize that. So. So now for immediate prayer, so Bismillah Sangha, we are going to chant. And also, please visualize the first line of the four measurable practice is loving kindness. The second line is compassion. Then the third line is to rejoice. And the fourth line is equanimity. Equanimity. So please meditate on each and every single being on this planet, every single second looking for happiness. So based on that reality, there's no difference between you and others. The same thing, same thing. So it's much, much better to wish happiness for others, so that your happiness begin. Your happiness begin. True happiness begin. So please meditate on loving kindness, compassion. So then the result that your heart will fill with joy. So then ultimate results, so that your perceptions of the world, then towards beings in the world dramatically change, then you see them as something very precious rather than like something that you don't like, you disagree, I disagree based on idea, philosophy, interest, all of that. This is all secondary levels, fundamental things that everybody is looking for, every single second looking for happiness. So meditate on that, okay? So while we chant the four measurables, then we get to know. And of course, whole purpose of doing this prayer is to dedicate, particularly for people who lost their life, and together with people who are still struggling with the disease that caused by the virus, and remaining family member going through anxiety, stress, like fear. So pray for all of them, okay? Now reciting Mani Mantra. So on my friend here, on my Dharma friend, if it's possible that you can visualize light or white light, if it's possible, white, hollow light, emitted from Genesis heart. So then Amrit, our nectar flows, white nectar, like milky nectar, flow from that hollow light from the Genesis heart, and then dissolve into your crown. Then all the people who we are praying for today visualize hollow light on their crown. So the nectar flows from Genesis heart, milky nectar flows from Genesis heart through the hollow light, completely purify all the disease, obstacles, created by human, and then invisible beings such as spirit, spirit obstacles, physical difficulties, mental difficulty, completely purify. Completely wash away, or completely purifies. Okay, so please maintain that visualizations while we're reciting the mantra. Okay, and especially see three poisons. Out of three poisons, attachment, anger, ignorance, particularly now anger. So much anger, and produce so much stress. So particularly this, what you call disease or three poisons, completely purifies through people's life. Okay, so yeah, so that's
Shadicology.
then recite the stanza before. So we'll chant 21 times, then silently recite.
Not veiled by any fault, white in color, whose head a perfect Buddha crowns in light, passionately at all beings, you Chenrei Sigal sing one, I prostrate. So shall we chant like eight first and then out loud, and then the rest of the malas silently until the last one?
Yeah, that sounds good. So 21 times, 21. Slow, chant. So the rest of the mala recite silently. And before you eat the mala, so maybe 3 times you can chant together. So we'll do 3 malas. If you can do the mantra, that's wonderful. If you cannot do it, then please meditate on compassion, importance of compassion. Okay. Or you can maintain the visualization as I just explained. Light, white, hollow light, in heart, and touching the crown of every being who are already pass away, and beings who are still struggling. So you can visualize, or you include your pet too, your family member, someone who you know who are sick. You can visualize the white hollow light on their crown. The nectar flows while we recite the mantras. They then completely purify physical disease, mental problems such as anger, attachment, ignorance, jealousy, pride, arrogance, all of that. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so you said 8 out loud, right? Only 8 mantras.
8 or 21 doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. So we do 21. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Omani Padme Hum. Omani Padme Hum. Omani Padme Hum. Omani Omani Padme 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 Omani Omani Padme Omani Padme Omani Padme
Omane Padme, Omane Padme.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Let's go, Alhamdulillah, 1 second. So we'll chant 7 times again together, 7 times. So this time, Mandi mantra is called like 6-syllable mantra. It has 6 syllables. Om, Ma, Ni, Pet, Me, Hu. There's 6 syllables. It's called Mani into 6 syllables. So now this time, when we chant the Mani mantra, of course, that maintains the visualization, the hollow light emitted from Chinesic heart. So then milky nectar flows from this through hollow light or through our crown, so then purify. So here now, what each syllable purify. For the sake of knowledge, is important to you to know. So what each syllables purifies, because this is sacred, the mantra is like sacred word. So now like Om, so then need to, if you can visualize Om liberate us from pride. See, Ma then liberate us from jealousy. So now you see, it's causing so much problems. Ma, Ni liberate us from doubt. Of course, now you see very clearly. So much doubt in people's minds, particularly negative doubts. What I mean by negative doubt, I mean it creates problems within the society. So when you say Mani, then liberate us from the doubt, negative doubt. Okay. Pet. Liberates us from ignorance, not knowing the fact. Also nowadays, very clear, not knowing the fact. Then there's so much fights going on. Ignorance. Of course, this is very particular ignorance, not knowing the ultimate truth. That include every truth, not just ultimate truth. So liberate us from the ignorance. Then Allah allow us to see the fact or reality. So then liberate us from attachment. Of course, clinging so tightly on your idea, your like assumptions and your conclusions, whatever that might be related to your religion or your political views or whatever that might be. So it's a negative thing. So then it may liberate us from attachment. The who, the last one. Who, so then liberate from the anger. So then it's very obvious nowadays, so much people have so much anger. So then think about liberate us from anger. So these are the specifically each syllables liberate us from each negative thought. So something for you to, it is quite important for you to know the meaning of the mantra. So then when you say, next time when you say, you can say it slowly, like Om, then you can meditate, then Ma, then you can meditate, then Ni, then you can meditate. You can meditate, based on each syllables. So then it's become productive meditations just rather than just mumbling the word and not being aware of what you're saying. So once you understand the meaning of each syllable, so then it allows you to think of the meaning of the mantra. Okay, so maybe recite 7 times together. So then finish, conclude with the Shantidev's dedication. Okay. Om
Mani Beme Ho Mani Beme Ho O Mani Beme Ho O Mani Beme Ho Mani Beme Ho Mani Beme Ho Mani Beme Ho Mani Beme Ho.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful, excellent. Yeah, now some of the dedication, please. Dedication.
May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain a notion of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no
May no living
suffer,
thing suffer, commit evil or ever
ever
fall
fall
ill.
ill.
May
May
no
no
one
one be afraid or belittled,
till
the mind weighed down by depression.
depression. May the
May the
blind,
blind see forms,
the
and the
deaf,
deaf hear sounds.
may those
Those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, cause happiness and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and holy prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their illness. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may these never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, or as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. And the long life prayers.
Yeah.
In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of
happiness and growth.
all-powerful Chen Reizig Tenzin Gyatso. Please remain until samsara ends. The one who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one of great patience who received the name Avatar, the one of great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void, Lama, ornament of the yellow hat tradition. Please remain until samsara ends. You uphold the subduers more way, who serve as a bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Majjhima's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplished magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, savior of myself and others, your disciples. Please live long. Om Tare Tu Re.
So Om Tare Tu
Re Soha.
Om Tare Tu
Tare Tu Re Soha.
Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re So. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re So. Om Tare Tu
Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu Re Soha.
Oh yeah, thank you so very much. And again, thank you for coming. So please, not just today. So continue to pray. Okay, continue to pray whenever you can from your heart. Continue to pray. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. Thank you. Goodly there.
I guess you're.
Thank you. Where's my hair?
Thank you. Thank you.
Geshe Philip and Geshe Sanpo and Venerable Lama. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Good night. Good night.
Thank you, Lama.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you, Hamala.
Bye.
Bye, Lamo. Bye,
Bye.
Lamo.